Hey, it's Sarah. Hold on, let me lower the volume. So, Battle Cats is a pretty fun game. Pretty good mobile game. Probably one of my favorite mobile games out there. But it definitely does have a bit of a learning curve. It takes a bit to really get started with the game. Once you start the game, you kind of roll through the game. Don't worry, I did not lose my other account for this. I still have that one, I just moved it onto my phone so I could make this video. So I wanted to make a few tips for new players. First of all, you might need a bit of help with this one, but if you move this one fast enough, you unlock Flower Cat. And now, let me tell you something, at the beginning of the game, Flower Cat is nearly useless. Yeah, I'm not doing it on camera because that's annoying, but Flower Cat is nearly useless when you start a new game, because its niche is black enemies, and black enemies don't show up at the beginning of the game. So for right now, you don't have to worry about it, but when you are struggling with black enemies, maybe try it out. Its true form is actually pretty useful from what I've heard. Second of all, this is after the first 7 stages, so if you need help with like the first few stages, there's probably a good amount of tutorials on YouTube. But, so, there you go. You will need to beat Japan at least once. If you're struggling, I believe in you. Just place some tank cats and try to build up a set of gross cats in the back. You should be good. Now, another tip, which you should probably do, like, right off the gate, is, get Pogo Cat and Battle Cat's Quest. These two, they give you rewards in normal Battle Cats when you do enough stuff in this game. Also, these games are actually just kind of fun. Like, I'll play a little bit of both. So, in Pogo Cat, you have to tap the screen and you do a jump. You can jump up to 2 times in the air, but when you get these little cat fairies, you can do a 1-time third jump like that. So do what the quest says. A chain is when you collect all the gems in one, like, little flag. And then meters is like each section, so this would be 8 meters. These games are pretty fun, and the other one, Battle Cat's Quest, is also pretty good. It's like a little... You roll your little Battle Cat around, and you... if you crash into walls, you lose. That's an important part, so don't crash into walls. And now if I show you a quest... I have to, like, rotate the thing, because Quest plays in portrait mode, not landscape mode. Let me just tell you that. But yeah, so, you are a ball, and you have to push the enemies off the map. You use your fingers or mouse movements, if you're emulating this, to move your cat around. And if you want to get all of the rewards in this game, they're a lot more simple than the ones for Pogo Cat. All you need to do is reach stage 50. If you can beat stage 50, then you've gotten all the rewards for standard cats. Now, now that we're done covering the 2 side games, which are actually pretty good, now we have the actual missions. See, they give you really broken rewards, like 50 cat food for doing 10 stages. That's it. And then stage 20 gives you 3 rich cats. I'll go over battle items later, but... Stage 30, 100 cat food. This type of stuff is insane for a new file. Let me just tell you that. Stage 40, you get 3 treasure radars, and lastly, stage 50, you get 3 rare tickets. 3, keep that in mind, 3. I don't know if Pogo Cat is also free. No. Oh. Well, I'm trying to redeem the rewards. So, bad run, but it wasn't meant to be a good run. Also, if you get enough coins in Pogo Cat, you can unlock new characters. Like Bronze Cat. First one, 7-jump combo. That's for the chain thing. That's the chain thing I was telling you about earlier. Wait, hold on. 10 coins in one go. That's what you get. You get some cat jobs. More rich cats for 15 stages in one life. 3 treasure radars. And I don't know if it's 3 rare tickets, we can get into an important. Yes, 3 rare tickets. Alright. So that's 9 tickets right out the gate. If you start playing around like August 8th or something, I don't know if it's like only once, but you get one for beating Japan. And like this August 8th, you got 2 rare tickets and 2 leaderships. I don't know if it's always on August 8th, but if it's an always thing, start the game around August 8th and just beat the first 7 stages. You usually get good stuff. Now, we're gonna do one last thing before we go into the capsules. Cat Guide, Meow Medals, and Office Code. We're gonna go over these. Starting with Cat Guide. This is pretty simple. It tells you about what your cats do, and every new cat you get is 5 free cat food. It's just that simple. So, if you get the first 4 cats and then Cat Guide, that's a free 20 cat food. That's 2/5. Oh wait, also, Ninja. I'll go over special cats later. It's a good amount of cat food to start the game. Meow medals are achievements. You get stuff like getting all gold treasures from chapter 1. Clearing, wait, what? Why are these 3 in particular listed? Like Advent, well, I guess this also helps, like, Advent stages, like Peerless, Heaven of Darkness, and Catastrophe, for stuff like Cyclones. Craze stages. And then these monthly ones. There's the monthly ones, then there's these ones, which just make money and run the games. And, Gamatodo, user rank, and Ototo Core stuff. So that stuff I'll get into later for some of those mechanics. Last thing, Officer's Club. Now, this is a paid subscription. After the first time. Yeah, the first time you get the Officers Club. See, look, first time is free. And it's not lying to you. The first time is free. So, I would recommend, as soon as you beat Japan, A, play Pogo Cat and get all the rewards done. B, play Quest and beat Stage 50 and get all those rewards. C, join the Officers Club, and before all that, start the game at, like, August 5th, so you have time to, like, prepare and stuff for August 8th. Now that adds up to 10 tickets. You might be wondering, well, why don't we just... Oh, wait, hold on. Also play the cat food for being an Officer's Club. Why don't we just spend the rare tickets? Good question. We'll get into that. But first, we're going to evolve the normal ones. Let's do 2 attempts. Titan Cat. This is the one you unlock the latest. So, I guess if you get it early, it's kind of lucky. If you get Titan Cat early, and then Tank Cat. We already have Tank Cat, so you might think, oh, just exchange it for XP since I already... No. Use him. It's level 1, level 1 plus 1. That'll count as level 2 in terms of stats. Now, draw 1 for Cat Capsule, it's another reward. I forgot how many awards you get for just doing random things. Cat Guide, check Titan Cat, 5 free cat food. You know, the usual. So, here's the thing. We have 10 rare tickets. That is very, very good. In particular. You might be wondering, well, why is it so good? Well, A, if you play the game, if you somehow get this far within, the first, 2 hours of recording, a Girls Monster's on right now, and it's easily the rarest set to get Ubers in. They don't even show up in Platinum and Legend tickets, which are guaranteed you Ubers from any set, except this one. So if you find these, just go for it. You can't get them anywhere else. So, for this next part, make sure you have a pen and paper near you. Oh yeah, that was me logging into my phone, don't worry about it. Make sure you have some way to write down your information nearby you. And no, this isn't going to be some complicated rant. You actually need to write down this. So if you do everything I did, then you should have 10 rare tickets. 10 is all you need. See, if we go to this website, not that website, don't worry about that. If we go to, let me see, no, if we look up, Gotcha Seed Tracker, Battle Cats. Why does Seed Tracker? See, there's a good amount of things, but see, hold on, there's a website, there's a video, there's videos, how to track seed battle cats. Shout out to Millenin. This is how I learned about this, so, link to him is at the top of the description. Also, don't listen to Professor Fishman. You should. Don't worry about it. So, also, just a quick thing. Two things. One, if you like mediocre content like this one about stuff that's already been done to death, subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated, and it helps me want to make more content in the future. Second of all, we had 10 subs, so, for the next month, I'm gonna have a community post active. Well, I mean, it will always be active, but still. For the next month, if you write down questions about me, not personal questions, so you can't ask how old I am, where I live, my favorite position, stuff like that. You can't do that, but you can't ask personal questions, but you can ask stuff about the channel, my hobbies, stuff like that. Just no, personal information that could potentially leave me away to thousands of people on the internet questions. So, for the next month, if you have a question, just ask away. So, this guy, the link, bc.godfat.org. You will want this website. See, I have, Google Docs on my phone next to me. Jellyfish not found, right? Yeah, okay, so I guess the old one is outdated. So, don't worry about this stuff, just open this. What you're gonna do is, are you playing the English version, Japan version, Korean version, I think? The Taiwanese version, I think is a TW, I don't know. Version, just leave these at default. Name, base, evolve, true, ultra, I don't know. UI language, default. Just leave that at default. Now, make sure you pick the correct banner. So, for example, if we go into here, we know that it's Girls Monster, New Hero Ninja Girl Tomo, I think is how you pronounce it. So now, you want to look around. for the 2024. See, this one. Ninja Girl to Mo. We're gonna want that. Now, next up, reopen battle. See, it has 10. I think you can see where we're going with this. Open your rare tickets and write down your results in a document. For example, I got Pogo, so I wrote Pogo. Don't worry, we're gonna use them. We're just opening them for now. So Pogo. Our next one is Fortune Teller. From there, we got Salon. Salon's also just a really good one. Just a good unit in general. Next one, we got My Cat. Wow, this part is actually kind of lucky. So far. If we get Jurassic, the trilogy is complete. This is our 5th. Wheel! I actually don't have this on my main. This one's really good against aliens, which is helpful later. I swear, if we get an Uber by accident. Alright. Fortune Teller, we got a dupe. We got a duplicate. It's alright. You just have to write your 10 most recent rolls. Thief. Thief isn't the best, but there's a purpose, I bet. Last 3 rolls. Make sure you have 7 slots before now. Jurassic. We got Jurassic. Alright, we got 2 left. Matador. And our last rare ticket of our starting 10 leaves us with Naneko. So make sure you wrote that stuff down. Now go back to this website. Make sure everything's the same. Now we're going to put down everything. Starting out, Pogo was our first one, so we're going to get Pogo. Then Fortune Teller. Where's Salon? Sarah. Alright, that scared me. My cat. Wheel Cat. Fortune Teller. Thief. Jurassic. Matador. And Naneko. Seek. If everything is correct, you'll get the seed number. And 2 links, or 3 links if you failed 10 cats. First link is using your starting seed for reference. Stats before you rolled. Second link is using your last seed, so stats after you rolled. If you didn't roll in guaranteed events, which we did not, 1A in second link. I don't know what second link means, but... oh yeah, the second link in the file. If you made 11 volts, guaranteed event, or a step-up event, completing the set. 1A, third link. 1A in the third link is actually the same as 1B in second link, because a guaranteed Uber counts as a half vol, thus switching you to the other track. If you made 11 vols, you can also use the first link to show stats before you vol, and click on the guaranteed Uber link in 1A, showing to 11B, simulating your exact 11 vols, leading to where you are now. The new page should be exactly the same as the third link. Now, that was a lot of words. And we have to wait for a lot of people. So... Alright, hold on. We have to wait for 41 people to finish before we finish. Well, not finish, before we even have our thing. So, make sure you have a good amount of patience for this, thing. Don't leave, like, you can do this, that's fine, but don't press, like, any of the other buttons. Because then you would have to put it down again, and then get in a new queue, which would take even longer. So you can just do other things. Like look at Battle Cats. We're not gonna do our standard special roll. We're not gonna do it. Because I want to test the accuracy of it on camera so you can know how well it works. So, here's your base stats. Well, not base stats. Oh wait, hold on, one last thing. If you just press OK, instead of like use now or press XP, the fridge is your storage. This is the little abyss they all reside in. And if you move your finger in a circle, they all kind of group up in a circle based on the revenue. And you can also just drag them around. So, that's something. And let's see if I can, like, line them up, kind of. Well, it kind of worked, but it also kind of didn't. See, we check the website, 38. So we need 37 other people to do it. So let's briefly go over your cats. Not your cats, mine, the ones that I roll. Which hopefully you can roll also. Starting out with Jurassic Cat. This one is all around a pretty good unit. It can do critical hits, which do extra damage. But the extra ability they have is that they do full damage to metal enemies. See, if we go to... Do we have an... Oh, we don't have enemy guide. If we go to the wiki... We know that Nicky Bun Bun is red. So if we go to metal, enemies, metal enemies only receive 1 damage from all attacks except for critical hits. The Water Blast and Metal Killer. What are Metal Killers? You get your set percentage of metal enemies going HP as damage on every hit. Oh. One of them. So don't worry about that one. Just worry about crits, because crits are the most consistent way of doing damage. Water Blast and the Metal Killers do a set amount of HP, so if you're dealing with like a tanky metal enemy, like Metal Cyclone, which, if you don't know about them, we'll talk about Advent stages soon. If you're dealing with like Metal Cyclone, a Metal Metal Killer and Water Blast would be more effective because it's a set amount of HP. But if you're dealing with like weaker metal enemies, like Metal Hippo, which is the earliest metal enemy, you actually find them in pretty early game. Ideally you would do crits, because you could probably actually just kill them with a crit instead of having to do more after hitting them with water blast or metal killers. Anti-metal enemy abilities are improved by titanium fruit from Castle Cosmos. We'll talk about this stuff in a future part. Talent orbs. This part's going, I guess, just about gotcha and general intro. 34. Alright. 32. We're getting there. See, Metal Cyclone, Cyberface. See, we got a Metal Hippo. If we look at them, they only have 80 HP. You hit them 80 times outside of crits, and you kill them. Now, if we go to Jurassic Cat. Stats, detailed. 73 damage. A single crit from Jurassic will kill a Metal Hippo. So Jurassic, I would say, is definitely good. So if you get Jurassic, go press the use button, and you will be able to use them in future lineups. Wheel is also another good one. Aliens. 28. Alright, we're getting there. No. Wrong one. Very close to the page. Why? Alien. Enemies. Category alien enemies. Unstarred and starred. Don't worry about starred for right now. You are not likely to see them unless you are stupid and play like Ultra Cosmos Cyclone. I didn't even know if you can do that like really early in the game. But aliens like gimmick is that like okay, they do status effects. It's definitely a thing they do. Another thing they do is that when you don't have the treasures from Into the Future for normal aliens and Castle Cosmos for started aliens, their stats are ridiculous. For example, if you're in Into the Future Chapter 1 and don't have any of the alien crystals, enemy alien stats are multiplied by 7 after their stage modifiers. Breaker Blast. A list of units with anti-alien abilities. Boogie Cat is more because they can do their ability on anything. I guess Hip Hop has a talent to do against aliens. Knight's true form can slow things. Cypher freezes aliens. So if you get Cypher, you are set for Into the Future. And a good amount of other aliens. There's also a whole bunch of eggs, ancient eggs, which, again, we'll go over. Bora. Bora's a top tier. Bora does... It's basically Wheel, but they had drugs. That's the idea here. They're just a better Wheel. But Wheel isn't bad. In fact, if we go back to the wiki, W, Wheel Cat, Solar Cat, and Joke. They look cool. No matter what form you're in, they look cool. Now, if we go to Wheel Cat, They do area attack. Even at level 1, they do 220 damage. Massive damage against aliens. That makes it so you do 3 times damage. You just do triple the damage. Which means he does 660 damage to aliens. Or make that something in the 10,000s at level 30, but then again, you're not likely to get into level 30. And Shellcat is, Shellcat does more damage and has bigger range. I'd say that's reasonable. Max level is 50 plus 80. That would be level 130. I don't want to calculate that. And if you want, you can keep it true. It takes a attack, but it's a good attack. And that's like wheel is another one you use. Salon, if you've hid from anywhere, Salon and My Cat are useful. Even though My Cat isn't that useful in their first 2 forms, Cameraman exists. Cameraman is their My Cat's ultimate form. And it has area attack. It's guaranteed to survive a lethal hit where they would normally die. Naneko can perform crits. I don't know if Naneko is just like bootleg Naneko, but I think there's a combo with them and Naneko. However, I might be wrong. Usually just use all the new things. Matadors, we don't have them, so we're going to use them. Thief, even though they're not the best, still use them. Pogo, they're quite a bit useful later, but not right now. Now with dupes, save them, don't sell them for XP. Once you beat Into the Future Chapter 3, which is a long time from now, you can get NP or Nyanko points, which I think is just cat points, if you translate Nyanko from Japanese. But, I'm back here, alright. Then you can get talents, which if you get the ultimate form of your units, allow you to get better abilities for them and make them stronger. Because there's not usually a reason to use forms besides the true form once you get the true form. So save Fortune Teller for now. Unless you think they're gonna be like really helpful. Which I guess they could be. But if you need it, like if I need it, I'll just save it. User rank happens when you level up something, so... Also, we're gonna just filter out this stuff so we can get all our... Celebratory fanfare for scrolling. The best game. We have 345, so hold on, let's check on the website. How far are we towards getting seed 16? We're getting there. I like how seed tracking is like the main reason I wanted to make this, and yet we're just doing everything but seed tracking. So you know what? I'm just gonna lean into it. Equip. So here's how to make a good loadout. We're gonna unequip things for now. So now you have a whole bunch of units, but what are you gonna do with them? That's a good question. So what you want to do is pick out units which you think are going to actually be useful. I know it's kind of obvious, but like Naneko is basically just money. I mean, if they're useful, since usually you don't have basically Moneko at this point in the game, but, yeah. Thief, even though they're not the best, they can actually be useful somewhat early in the game, because they can help you get extra money. Jurassic is just, yeah. Wheel does area damage, so I would get Wheel. Also, personally, I order things most expensive to least expensive to most expensive. So, Salon, you go there. Pogo moves fast. Fortune Teller can knock back floatings. And Matador has a chance to dodge red enemy attacks. So this is our loadout. Basic Cat and Tank are your meat dealers. Will try to absorb damage that your other units would otherwise take. Now for upgrades, starting out with Basic Cat, Wallet, and Rate, try to keep these even. Because if you level up the Rate too much, you can't max out your bank without Rich Cats, which are battle items. Ideally, you want to make it so you can max out your bank whenever you need the bank to be maxed out. The range on the Cat Cannon is definitely useful. I would recommend going for that one first. Even when you unlock level 20 as your max level instead of level 10, it'll stay as level 10 because level 10 means it hits across the whole field. So, those are my recommendations. Not everything is useful, not everything is useless. It's more of what works for you. So I'm gonna show you guys what this kind of looks like in Australia. Yeah, change units. So, see, you can either swipe up and down to change, or do what I do, which is play like this. So you can see all the stuff at once. See, look, our wallet is pretty good, and we're making a good amount of money. Well, for early game, we're making a good amount of money. Later on, this will feel like nothing. Yeah. Even though he doesn't have a lot of levels, he attacks fast. And when he does kill something, once in a blue moon, you get that double money. Which means that situations like these, when the cat dies, every time an enemy dies, you know you're making double cash. So Thief isn't useless. It's situational. That's what I would say. Every cat has a use. You just have to experiment to find the use. For example, Thief can help you when you're having difficulty setting up a good defense and the enemies are starting out with a good defense. However, Thief does die kind of fast. Wheel just kind of obliterated the base at the end there. But Jurassic attacks pretty fast. So if you want to also, these things cost 8,000 to level up. And super rares cost 8,200 to level up to level 2. So, yeah, not the best thing. Also, my advice, level up, study as soon as you can. It's really good because you get more XP. Oh, wait, we're almost able to siege that. I'll probably put some music over this part of the video because it's mostly just going to be me sitting here doing nothing, waiting for 8 people. You know what? I'm gonna just listen to Battle Cat's music. So, I'm gonna... that was my phone again, sorry. I'm gonna play you, some songs from Battle Cats. So that way you can get a feel for late games music. So this is the theme of the Cats of the Cosmos. It's a secret boss in Cats of the Cosmos after you clear all 3 of its chapters. This is its stage theme. Probably heard of them before. They're called Filibuster Obstruct. Oh wait, 2 people left. Now it's getting my seed. It might take a bit, but since we fed it a good amount of information, it should be nearly perfectly accurate. It says you can do about 7 to 10, so even if you aren't playing on August 8th, you can still get a fairly accurate seed. Starting seed is this. After rolling the cats you entered, your last seed is this. Click the second link. 1A is Witch Cat. Stilts Cat, Wheel Cat, 4B. So if we get Wheel Cat, we would move to 4B. But if we get Stilts Cat, we move to 4A. And if you see what 4A is, yes, that's an Uberbear. 4A is an Uberbear. So let's check. Let's reopen Battle Cats. Do our special. It said... Wait. It said we got Witch. And it said that Witch would be our next goal, which means it is correct. So now, if we go into last vol, Witch Cat, if we get one, I think if we click this, yeah, we go forward. We got the Witch Cat on that go. Stilts Cat, if we get that one, well, we will get that one next. And, if we get Stilts Cat again, we get Queen Vika. And if we are able to do 3 other vols within the span of a day, then we also get Kyosaka Nanaho, which I think is the legend rare. I believe. A Queen Vika dupe, Adventure Arcana, Sushi, Nerd, Swimmer, Ninja Girl Tomo, Juliet, a whole bunch of other things. See, my cat would move us to 88A instead of 87B. Out here. Trickster Hime Yuri. It goes up to 100 rolls, but you can change that. See, what we're going to do is we're going to, if you know you have a chance of getting, you might as well try. But it's not that cat food is impossible to get. See, we were guaranteed to get Stilts. It said we would get Stilts. We don't have Stilts before, so we're going to vol it. Now, this is the key thing here. We click Stilts, and we see that Queen Riker is going to be the vol after this one. If we get Stilts again. If we get Wheel again, we'll move to Weightlifter. That's our next roll. Which isn't bad. Weightlifter is good. But here's the thing. It's a gamble. gamble, which, if you know what you're doing and know that Cradle's monsters is there, you take. And fail. Okay, well, we're not getting Vega. And we're not getting the Legend there. So, we're going to go here. We're not going to lie, we got Wheel. Which means we missed both that Uber there and the Legend there. And we have no way of switching back until roll 46. And the best you get is doing another 27 balls and getting Adventure Arcana. So this is definitely not going good. And there's no way to go back and change it. Which isn't a good thing, usually. But if that type of thing happens, you wanna know what you do? Start a new Battle Cats file. It's that easy. Just do the first few levels again, and you get another chance. If you basically do the same things you just did, you can have a new seed, which could potentially have stuff. So that was the little rant about the gacha, and the sad, unfortunate news that we are not getting Queen Rika. So I know some people would probably be pretty sad. I know some people would be pretty sad we don't get her. I mean, to most people, all the evidence you need is just looking at her, but that's kind of lame. Queen Rika is broken, actually. They do good damage against aliens and zombies. Most of these are pretty good. And, yeah, so that was the rant about gacha. Now, next, I will be transferring an account back and making another tutorial. I just wanted to do the little gacha thing for seed tracking and stuff, because I think seed tracking is pretty cool. I thought you might like a bit of advice too. But this is basically just a throwaway thing. I wanted to make it to help you guys understand how gacha works. Part 2 will teach you about energy traits. Well, not energy traits. Enemy traits. And like I said at the start of the video, if you like mediocre content such as this, please remember to like and subscribe. It means a lot. And 10 subscriber special Q&A. That's going to be going up a bit after this video's release. As long as it actually lets me release it. Let's hope I'm lucky. And on that note, bye-bye.